Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Meena Puri from Ayurvedic Healing Center. I talk about Ayurveda, health, healing, spirituality, consciousness, ascension. In this video, I'm going to talk about trauma and physical abuse. As I mentioned in my first video, we're going to talk about topics that we have not been ready to talk about. So I am going to talk about trauma and physical abuse. In the end of the video, I have an opportunity for you to, a free opportunity for you to do the healing work. So stay tuned till the end. I will also post link to register for this upcoming 3-day trauma healing retreat in the description box. And if you like to, dive in more, you can also join my private Facebook group. It's called Heal the Root First. I will put the link below as well. So in my practice, I have worked with men, women who have had physical abuse as children, young adults. So the physical abuse happens within the family, mostly from caretakers, parents. Sometimes it's a sibling, sometimes it's a relative, etc. So it's from the person that they knew as a child. In some cases, the abuse has been so severe that the only way to endure the abuse was to leave the body. And what happens, and as I talk about this, there's so many examples come to my mind. You leave the body because otherwise you can't endure it. So the aftermath, as these children, they grow into adults, here is the effect of that abuse in the adult life. I've had clients who don't know how to breathe. And after doing the deeper healing work with me, it's like they were able to breathe for the very first time. They understood what a deep breath was because they were holding their breath. They disconnected from the body, they disconnected from the breath, they became kind of senseless or numb, and they just went into some space. They left the body, they disconnected from the body. And another experience that comes to mind is as an adult, this person felt the head was not kind of hanging. The head had no place to land. It wasn't connected to the body. So the whole spinal column was distorted, leading to chronic pain. And another result is, cringing at the touch when someone touches, disconnected from the body. So this is why the deeper healing work is needed, because the work is to come back and honor your body, right? First of all, healing the trauma is such a deep work, but this is some of the effect that can happen when it comes to abuse. So in this case, we are talking about the big T trauma. So if you have not watched the first video, please go ahead and watch that. I talk about the little T and the big T, little traumas and the big traumas. And because of the disconnect from the body, chronic physical conditions, they emerge. And it's not just physical conditions, because the ability to care for the body or the desire to care for the body is not there. the senses are blocked off. So the feeling sense is not there. So even when the body is hurting, when the trauma is over, there is a tendency to ignore it. Their tendency to endure it, even when you don't need to endure it. It's almost like, oh, look how much pain I can take. I have like a huge threshold for pain. So this is kind of, many times people think it's mind over matter. You can't do mind over matter when the body is actually hurting. You need to address it. Or you get so distant from the matter, from the body, that your body cannot function. You feel disoriented, you feel disconnected, and it leads to deeper and deeper mental and emotional challenges. So there are many other examples I can give you, but this should, kind of highlight the point that if you feel disconnected from your body, many people do, they're in their head. It could be that it's a learned response because you learned to disconnect from your body to survive. And when we disconnect from the body, we're not going to care about the body. We're not going to take care of the body. So when we start talking to people about self-care, they're like, what are you talking about? They don't know how to do that. They don't know their body. They don't know how to get inside their body and honor their body. So that's the work that is needed to connect and bring yourself back into the body. And they, many times I have also seen they cause themselves more and more physical pain to bring the familiar. Many times it's intentional, many times it's unintentional. It's just the psyche works that way, that we recreate what's familiar. We, even when the trauma is over, we re-traumatize ourselves. That comes from, other behavioral issues that develop, other mental and emotional challenges that develop. So this can get very complex. Okay. So the takeaway from this video is, if you have chronic health issues are any of the health challenges that are coming in the day-to-day functioning of your life. Maybe you have aches and pain, maybe you have sleep issues, maybe you can't digest well, maybe there are, conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, hypertension, skin conditions, migraine headaches, just general lethargy in the body, aches and pains. The doctors, by the way, have no solution for chronic conditions apart from prescription medication. Most of the chronic conditions, depending on the severity of the condition, actually can be reversed by doing the deeper healing work and then changing the diet and the lifestyle. Remember, the inability to change your diet and pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth and paying attention to, exercise. It's not because people are lazy or they just don't want to listen. There is a belief that is formed by traumatic experiences. The belief is, I'm not good enough. I deserve bad life. I deserve pain. So the habits will reinforce that belief that is formed by traumatic experiences. That's why, I don't talk to people about mindset. We're leaving people kind of directionless when you tell them, change your mindset. Well, they can't. Everybody knows what a good mindset is. Everybody can figure out what's, start off by just not eating junk food. It's not foreign. If it was that simple, everybody would have done it by now. It's deeper than that. So I don't talk about mindset because you can't change your mind. You can only change your mind if you change that which created the mindset. There's a root cause for the mindset. Unless we heal the root cause, we can't heal the mind. Okay. So ask yourself the questions. If your chronic conditions are linked to anything in the past, any trauma, any physical abuse, sexual abuse, whatever it may be. The truth is, you know, right? And it's for you to know. It's not for anyone else to know. It's for you to tune in and know. So this topic is rather complex and it's painful and it's personal. But my point in bringing out this conversation is to, again, talk about the untalkable, talk about things that we don't talk about, because trauma is impacting the physical, mental, and emotional health of every single person on this planet. We don't have to hide. We can heal it. Okay, that's the human condition, is to, get traumatized. So we use the trauma as a jewel, as a catalyst that can connect us back to the truth of who we are. Our soul is there, sitting there, whole, full of light and love, intact. You can't traumatize a soul. It feels like it, but the work is to take away everything that is covering it. So the work is to connect back with the wholeness of your soul. So your soul is the light. Nobody can destroy that. But it does feel like that. The mind thinks that, the heart feels it. So the work is to heal the experiences that have come in the way of that beautiful, authentic, the only connection that matters, the connection with our soul, the connection with our truth. So you can heal from anything. And we come here to heal. We don't come here healed. That's why we're here. So, and do not take on the shame. Please don't. Have the strength, muster up some strength or courage to write on a piece of paper and to reach out for help and get the help that you need. Okay. So the opportunity I wanted to talk to you about is coming January 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It's a 3-day trauma healing retreat. It's free to join. So go ahead and the link is in the description box. Go ahead and click and register. And you're going to walk away with a few actionable steps that you can take and get set on your path to healing. And if you found this useful, please like, share, subscribe, as I always ask, and share with anyone else who may benefit from it, who may get something out of this video. So thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know who's going to be watching it, but I see you. I see through the trauma. I see you. I hear you. I have seen a lot in my life, and I have seen clients over and over again. And with the deeper healing work, they are healed. We can all heal. You can heal. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the next video.